Miss Universe Philippines is not ready for someone like an Alexie Brooks. Why do I say that? I just looked at Missosology and their top 5, their hot picks, what they call, it's full of bull. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. We had all of this hype with the black queens of Miss Universe Philippines. You had some very fine, qualified candidates. And so when I looked at Missosology, their top 5 is, they don't have a black queen in there. And I just kind of want to know why, when they are very well qualified, very well spoken. The closest one was Alexie Brooks, and she was number 6. And I checked the comments, and everybody's mad about that 6. And so, anyway, that's kind of funny to me. You know, some people are saying that I'm an Alexie Brooks hater, and that is simply not the case. I'm still being accused of that. That is not the case. Here, I mean, I say that because there is such a diversity of people in the Philippines. And it is sad that either the organization or whoever the powers that be don't really know what to do with a black queen. I checked Missosology, and you know, I'm doing this in a funny way, of course, because at some point the organization, they are going to have to figure out exactly what to do with a black queen. Now, granted, I think you know, Alexie Brooks, she's okay. She was one of the first ones. But the comparison with Zosie Bini from South Africa, it's too striking. She's not different enough. Miss Bulacan, Chelsea Manalo, absolutely gorgeous. What do you do with that? Before Lorraine Ojimba left, what do you do with that high quality, with that high caliber of female, especially if they're black? I simply believe that they do not know what to do. And so then, you know, again, they're going to have to figure out what to do, because it's going to keep happening. And another thing that I don't understand, this is what I understand. And they have 6 places here. So let's just take Miss Florida. She's black, okay? She's in the top 20 for Missosology. This is what I don't understand. So they can be from another country, but they can have Filipino ancestry, and they can represent the Philippines. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. That's what it seems like. So, you know, you have different Filipino communities in different countries, and they can send a representative from that community. So if they're chosen, let's just say from Australia or UK or Florida. So if they win and they represent the Philippines, when they do a life about them, they're going to be talking about where they came from. UK, Florida, Hawaii, Australia, and not the Philippines. So will they be representing the country, or are they still going to be representing the Philippines? And then another question is, how is that fair to the native-born women? I don't understand how that works. See, that doesn't make any sense to me. And so Missosology has 6 spots taken by people that aren't native-born. But if that's the way it's supposed to be, that's the way it's supposed to be. I just simply don't understand, why didn't you pick one of the ladies that were born and raised, the native-born from the Philippines? Because in other countries, I think it's the same way. I don't know how that works, and it doesn't make sense to me. So I see, this is the kind of the pageant stuff that does not make sense to me. And so y'all gonna have to help me to understand it. This is only my 2nd time covering Miss Universe. You know, I did it last year for the first time. So I understood it last year, but now that I get more in depth with it, I don't understand this. So when Missosology picks 6 people and they're not native born, but yet they're representing the Philippines, I don't understand how that's supposed to work, because it just simply does not make sense. When you do the life about somebody, you want to talk about how they were raised, and I know I'm talking kind of fast, but you talk about how they were raised in the country, what the country means to them. If you were raised here in the state, okay, let's just say I'm from Texas. How can I represent the Philippines when I was born and raised in Texas? How can I talk about what the country means to me? I wasn't born and raised there. I mean, as most of you know, I have a high respect for the Filipino culture. My Lola, she claims me as her grandson. I claim her as my grandmother. She's she's Filipina. I love the Filipino people. I've been to the Philippines. I think I'm going to be going back this year, but I didn't grow up there, so I don't understand how this works when it comes to pageants. So why would Missosology take 6 places from native-born Filipinas and then give it to people that weren't born in the Philippines? I respect them, that those that weren't born in the Philippines, they have wonderful stories. I've watched their stories. They're wonderful stories. I don't understand what sense it makes. So you have to help me to understand that. So I'm getting ready to this is just confusing me, so I'm getting ready to kind of shut this off. And again, I'm saying it in a bit of a funny way. Now let's get back to the Black Queens. Kind of a roundabout way, huh? So, but at some point, you've got these beautiful, talented women of color. And I think part of that is, I think the Philippines, the organization, Miss Universe Philippines, they simply don't want to take the chance. Because if they get it wrong, then they'll never hear the end of it. The Miss Universe organization, Miss Universe Philippines organization, they'll never hear the end of it. And so I do hope at some point that it will happen, but I just wanted you to have a good laugh, because Missosology, I just think it's a bunch of bull, because I really do think that a couple more of the Black queens should have been a little bit higher. Okay, maybe not the top 5, but they could have had at least one in the top 5. I can tell you that right now. I like the 5 that they have chosen, but they could have, but okay, anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm entitled to my own opinion. So if you had a good laugh, let me know in the comments. If there's something that I didn't understand and you want to set me straight, as long as you say it respectfully, I'll respond to you. You go to talking crazy to me, we done. So, but anyway, have a good laugh at my expense. Hey, this is Isaac, and I'm signing off. Peace.